So mindful eating versus dieting. Dieting tells you to avoid. So with a diet mentality, you can never eat chips. With a mindful eating approach, you say, you know what? Chips are okay for me. I'm not going to overdo chips. I'm going to have them in my environment, but I'm only going to have a handful when I eat them. Teaches you, you can moderate your intake. Dieting has been shown to negatively affect cognitive performance and inhibit memory. When you restrict your intake, when you don't have breakfast, I don't know which of you guys don't have breakfast. I know in my student population, they don't eat breakfast, many of them, because they're on the go, okay? When they go into class, they're falling asleep, they're having headaches, they're feeling shaky, irritable, okay? They can't be 100% with their cognitive performance. They can't really do as well as they should. So I frame it in terms of try eating breakfast as an experiment. And these are some options. Have an egg sandwich, have a bowl of cereal, have some peanut butter toast and a glass of milk. I give them suggestions. And just see how you feel in terms of energy, in terms of your ability to focus, and in terms of what you pick up in your class. 35% of typical dieters progress to more problematic eating habits. When you restrict, so let me go back. A majority of your calories, if you eat them earlier in the day, so you have breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, and a light dinner, that's going to be, from a weight control standpoint, a better approach than skipping, eating a huge dinner and then going to sleep. Now, there are myths out there that say you can't eat past 6:30, 7. That's bunk. You can eat when you're hungry. Now, the difference is if you're overly hungry and you sit down in front of a pizza at 11 o'clock at night and you eat the whole half of a pizza versus a container of yogurt or a string cheese or a half of a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and a glass of milk. There's a difference. Where was I going with that? I need that other slide. Did I finish that other slide? I did. Okay, great. Maybe it'll come back. Okay, great. Oh, so if you restrict for a certain period of time, you might find that you binge or you overeat in the evening. That's where we talk about problematic eating habits. You get up in the morning, you're not hungry for breakfast because you had so much the night before. That's problematic. Or you say, you know what, I can't really control my eating like this, so I'm going to go get some Diet Pills, or I'm going to go get some laxatives, or I'm going to go get some Ally, or whatever you choose to do because of, you just really want to lose weight. So with the mindful eating approach, you don't have to be perfect with your nutrition. Okay? We are human beings. We're not robots. Okay? You will not get a nutrient deficiency or gain weight from one snack, one meal, or even one day of eating. It's not going to happen. How many calories does it take to gain 1 pound of body weight? 3,500, thank you. So in a day, if you've had a brownie, yet it's not on your diet, it's not going to cause you to gain 1 pound of body weight. That small brownie is not 3,500 calories. Okay. What I see with my students is that they weigh themselves maybe 2 to 3 times a day. Once a day even might be too much for some of us, especially if you step on the scale and you feel horrible. And then you feel horrible because that number that you see on the scale, and then that causes you to restrict. Or that causes you to not eat what you want, and then later on binge on something else. Does that make sense? So if your relationship with your body weight and looking at that number on the scale causes you to feel bad, then don't get on the scale. Avoid the scale. Now, I'm not saying don't be responsible. Just step on the scale maybe once a week if you have a problem with the scale. Now, if you can get on the scale and you can say, oh, my weight's up a couple of pounds today. It's not possible that I would have eaten 7,000 calories above what I need. I mean, you're able to rationalize, oh, that's just, normal digestive processes, my bladder's full, whatever. That's fluid retention. You're able to rationalize that, then no problem with the scale. If you step on the scale and you say, oh, I'm up 2 pounds. It was yesterday. I had those chicken wings and the thing and the It's not possible. It's not physiologically possible for you to have gained 2 pounds. Yeah, you had a saltier meal. It's a little bit heavier meal in terms of calories, but still, that one meal, that one snack, that one thing that you feel you slighted yourself is not in itself going to cause you to gain weight. You should never feel guilty about what you eat, and that goes back to when I said categorizing food as good or bad. When I call a cookie bad and I eat it and I feel guilty, I need to stop calling food. You need to stop talking about food in those terms. When I have a cookie, it's fun. Cookies are fun. There's no reason why I shouldn't have a cookie. Enjoy eating. So, enjoy your food. Taste your food. Slow down. Eating nutritiously should not have to be about deprivation. There are some foods, if you can think of the foods that are particularly heavy that you like in calories. Like, I really like, what do I really like? I really love fried chicken. I'm a Southern girl. I love fried chicken. I love biscuit with, oh my God, she's a dietitian. I love biscuit with butter. Like, I love that stuff. I know that it's less healthy. I know that if I eat that all the time, I'm going to gain weight. I know that when I have fried chicken, I don't want to feel guilty because I eat fried chicken maybe once every 3 months, once every 6 months. So you want to evaluate, I'm not going to exclude fried chicken from my life forever. That's called deprivation. I'm going to include it, but I'm going to reduce it. Does that make sense? But when I call it bad, oh, I've got to go get my fried chicken, or I've got to go get my biscuit and honey, or whatever. I've labeled it. Does that make sense? Okay. When you deprive your body by dieting, it may interpret this as starvation and adapt as necessary to survive. Good night. Mindful eating is about accepting yourself. Yes, certainly you do want to modify or change the way you do things so that you can ultimately lose weight, but you're not going to be able to lose weight until you say, okay, this is where I'm at. If you say, this is where I'm at, I can't stand my body, let me go get whatever emotion thing you go to. You're continuing to fuel that. But if you say, there are some things that I really need to change, but I'm going to accept. You don't think about your shoe size every day. You've already accepted, okay, I'm a 9.5 narrow, it's a big foot, oh well. Right? Same with your body. This is who I am, I want to improve. Versus focusing on, I want to lose weight, I want to lose weight. Because losing weight takes a whole lot of effort.